Welcome to Processing Life with Ness.
And Yan.
This podcast is a space where we slow down and talk things through, not to fix life, not to have all the answers, but to try to make sense of it all.
These conversations come from the same place our own debriefing sessions do. After long days, after emotional moments, after realizing something needs to be processed instead of pushed away.
Here we talk about healing, burnout, relationships, spirituality, rest, work, emotions, and everything in between.
Some episodes will be reflective, some will be messy, some will simply be us asking better questions.
If you're someone who feels deeply, thinks a lot, or needs a softer place to land, you're in the right space.
Hi everyone, we're glad you're here.
Okay, welcome to our first episode. I'm Ness,
I'm Yan.
and we are going to talk about why we're doing this in the first place,
Yeah, so why we process out loud.
why we are doing a podcast, and why we want to talk about life and why share that. So I feel this has stemmed from our own debriefing session. So maybe about 3 years ago, we started calling it a debriefing every time we just have a casual conversation and try to process what our day was like, what happened.
Yeah, I think it started as a casual catch up. If we had a long day, if we've been busy with work or personal stuff that we didn't really had a chance to talk about things that come up during the day.
So I think as a background, we have been working together as well since 2020. And that kind of changed the dynamics as well. So we work together, but we also live together. We're also a family. So there's a lot going on.
Yeah, and it was happening all at the same time that if we didn't have the debriefing, I think we would have easily had more miscommunications, misunderstanding, unresolved issues. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too. I think there was just a lot going on and we needed to process them. And I think I also told you that I'm someone who needs to hear myself talk about what's happening. It helps me. And I think we also we like talking.
Yeah, and it also helps me a lot because as an introvert, our debriefing sessions are like my safe space for me to say what's on my mind without being judged or without feeling I need to edit out some things that I would like to say. And so I love them. I love talking out loud. Even for formal sessions that we had, like in a group session or in a retreat, it's different when someone else talks about the same things that you are trying to process.
I agree. When you said retreat, when I hear the word retreat or see the word retreat, it always reminds me of the high school retreats that we were in. So Yan and I went to the same high school. And I love those times because I feel, even though it was, religion based, that the inner intention, the deeper intention was to process things, to like, okay, let's pause for a bit. And I love it when we were asked to journal, and then we gather in a circle and we talk. I know a lot of people don't like to talk, but I like to talk during those sessions. I like to talk.
For me, I love to talk. I love small group talks for sure. I remember during one of those retreats in high school, we had an open forum. And that time it was high school, so
It was like 90s.
Yeah,
We're talking about the 90s.
you talk about small stuff.
And at that time, it was a big deal for us, right? Like, someone said something.
Yeah, or someone did something, and you kind of needed that space to just talk about it and explain yourself so that the other person would understand better. So I think it was a means of open communication,
Unloading.
diving deep in the context of the action.
And in a way, it was like a way to bond with your classmates, right? But yes, that I have good memories of those. So I don't know where did we come up with the debrief? We heard it from somewhere. I forgot where. But we started calling our talk before going to bed as a debrief. Okay, let's have a debriefing. And we told our friends about it too. And
Yeah.
I think they also started doing that.
Yeah, I think that's super nice to hear that people who are in relationships start debriefing before they go to bed. They started processing things, and for us it was really something I look forward to at night.
So for you, Yan, I'll ask you, how do you process life?
I process life in so many ways. Most of the time, I process life by ranting, mainly ranting on you. Like you're the first person who gets to hear how my life is going, what's going on my mind. I also process life by writing. I also process life by not talking about it or by simply being silent or quiet about it and maybe letting it out after a few weeks or a couple of days. Depends on whatever is bugging me. And that's how I process life right now. But before, I don't really process at all. I may be processing by staying angry and shutting up. How about you, Ness?
I feel I have always tried to process life through isolation. I need to be alone. I shut down. I have to I I think a lot and I feel a lot. It's too much for me. It's overwhelming for me. It doesn't make sense. So I need the isolation, the space. But also to add to that, I absorb a lot. I absorb everyone. I absorb everything that's going on around me from the world, the planet, and the people around me. I absorb all of that. So for me to process my own emotions, I have to unload all the other emotions that are not mine. And for me, I do that by being alone in the room. And you know that I ask you for those alone times. So that's my first step. I need isolation first. Just to even hear my own thing, to hear my own thoughts, because I'm hearing everyone else's. That's my first step. And then I have to journal them, write them down, just to lessen the overwhelm. And then because I'm in a relationship, I have to process them with you. When I have processed them, when I know what's going on with me, it's the only time that I can go to you and tell you what's going on with me. Because otherwise, it will be just a mess. Because I don't know what's happening. So I guess the third step is to about it with you. And so this is also part of how we process life now. Talking about it.
Yeah, I agree, because it's really different when you just talk it out.
Mm-hmm.
When you say it out loud, I think that's really it. Because when you hear something and you actually say something, you kind of sometimes feel na, okay, yun pala yun. And then suddenly it's not so triggering anymore, or it's not so bad after all.
It's not so heavy anymore.
Yeah.
Parang finally nailabas ko siya. And the truth is, I have never had someone to talk to about it. Like I feel someone I feel safe with to talk about what I am processing. So before meeting you, my process has always been isolation, journal, that's it. And I feel I carried a lot. Or judge ko siya. Okay lang ba itong nararamdaman ko? Tama ba to? But now that I have you, that I'm able to talk and speak, now I even hear myself, like, it's not so bad after all. Like yung sinabi mo, it's not so bad. It's not evil. It's not a bad thing, what I was thinking or what I did. Kasi ang lakas ng self-judgment.
Yeah. And that's one of the good things na we get from talking things out loud.
We learn to process together.
Yeah, we learn to process together. We learn to speak up. We learn to hold space for each other.
We learn to be more compassionate with ourselves and with each other.
We're here processing life with you.
And we hope you are processing life with us as well. To close this episode, I want to end with questions. I feel like even if we don't know who you are, who's listening, I feel like you are processing with us right now. So I want to end this episode with questions for you to probably reflect on, or maybe something will come up for you. I want to ask you, so how have you been processing life? If you're 20, how long have you been doing it? For 20 years, for 30 years, for 40 years, for 50 years? And what has worked for you? Like for me, it was journaling and isolation. And for Yan, it was also talking about it. What has worked for you and what is not working for you anymore? Tell us about it. Email us or just write down in the comments. We'd love to process it with you.